I bankrupt 2 times, coming from zero or minus and achieving something incredible. And it's not impossible. If you watch this, you may think and you may change your mind. I'm a very hard-working, dedicated man. In our Dubai clinic, we have 16 languages spoken.
Wow. You used to work in hair transplant industry for a couple of years, I believe.
14 years.
14, oh.
Before I opened my own company.
14 years, guys. So if you are lazy and you think you work 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, and there is no result, 14 years. Success takes time. Sam Cinkir. Sam dedicated himself to mastering the fields of hair care and skin care. Today, Este Medical Group is one of the most respected names in the industry, with over 20 clinics worldwide, including locations like UK, Dubai, New York, Kenya, and much more. Sam has built an empire in the aesthetic and cosmetic fields, helping thousands of clients daily achieve their hair and skin dreams. What motivated you or inspired you to go in this direction? Why hair transplant? Why skin? Why?
When I was a child, my father used to send me to mosque. There was
Welcome back, Alpha Squad, to another inspiring episode of the Alpha Talks show, the #1 fastest growing show in the region. Today we have an incredible Alpha guest, a true entrepreneur, a visionary in the world of skincare and hair restoration. He's the founder of Este Medical Group, Sam Cinkir. Sam's journey is one of the overcoming challenges and turning personal hardships into driving force for success. Determined to achieve his dreams, Sam dedicated himself to mastering the fields of hair care and skincare. Despite the obstacles along the way, his personal experience gave him the empathy and the passion needed to change lives through innovative treatments. Today, Este Medical Group is one of the most respected names in the industry, with over 20 clinics worldwide, including locations like UK, Dubai, New York, Kenya, and much more. Sam has built an empire in the aesthetic and cosmetic fields, helping thousands of clients daily achieve their hair and skin dreams. Este Medical is recognized globally for its commitment to excellence, inclusivity, and innovation in skincare and hair transplant technologies. Sam's leadership and passion have brought cutting-edge solutions to the market, from robot-assisted hair transplants to celebrity-endorsed treatments. He's here today to share his incredible entrepreneurial journey, leadership insights, and much, much more. So let's welcome Sam to the Alpha Talks show. It's an honor to have you, brother.
Saif, thank you so much for inviting me. It's also an honor for me to be here.
It's really an honor. And I'm sure that's one of the episodes that people will be left speechless. I know what's going to be running in the show because I heard Sam's story before, and I'm sure it's going to inspire a lot of people listening and watching us today. Sam, I have a nugget question where I opened the show with. Once we produce the show, publish the episode, There will be the graphics, the thumbnails, the title, and people will think that it's an interesting episode. What can you promise them today to gain if they gave us their time?
Today, if they complete this journey, what they would gain is a hope. Hope means that coming from zero or minus and achieving something incredible. And it's not impossible.
True.
So if you ever feel that it's impossible for you, you growing up in a very poor family or a village or somewhere that nobody knows about, if you watch this, you may think and you may change your mind.
I'm inspired more now. Sam, in a quick nutshell, who's Sam from your perspective? Not like what the news write about you, what people say about you. Who's Sam from your perspective?
From my perspective, Sam is dedicated, a very hardworking man. Sometimes people send me a message saying, Sam, you're a celebrity. I say, no, I'm not a celebrity. I'm a very hard-working, dedicated man.
Oof, I love that. That been from early age. You've always been hardworking.
From people ask me when I start work, and my question, you probably will hear this first time.
Yeah.
When I start walk, I start work.
I love that. Who pushed you, or what inspired you to have this kind of work ethics, the hard working to achieve your dreams?
My parents.
Your parents.
My parents. I grew up in a very small village in a very, very poor family. But what I have seen from my parents, that even sometimes they had no food to feed us and they didn't do the wrong thing. Now, sadly, they both passed away. And I don't want to do the wrong thing to embarrass them. We actually at our breakfast, we spoke about this. Although that if they were alive today, I probably will do something naughty.
Yeah.
But that feeling that they are always watching me, I don't want to embarrass them by doing anything wrong.
You know, Sam, since we knew each other, I understood that you are a man that lives by values and principles. Extremely engraved in you, some values and principles that you will never turn or pivot from them. Majority of the people that we see these days, they just live haphazardly. They want to make the income, they want to make the gains, and they never look at their values and principles.
Yeah.
How do you operate with such? How did you get these values? Also from your parents, or you developed it by time, or how it happened to you?
Seif, I think, very good question. I think this is something that from your childhood, it must be in your blood. You know, now I'm looking at the young kids. The parents don't care about the kids.
Yeah.
Now they bring them in the society. They do a lot of wrong things. And parents' responsibility is to bring up your kids the right way.
True.
So I think when I, from the being baby, my parents put this in my blood.
Wow.
And I will never change. Nothing, no matter if I make billions or no matter I bankrupt 2 times. We spoke about this. Even bankrupting or making billions. I have, as you said, the values, principles. I will always stick with it until the last day of my life.
Wow. Sam, let's go back in time. What motivated you or inspired you to go in this direction? Why hair transplant? Why skin? Why?
Hair now, when we start the program, that if they watch this program, they may get something out of this.
Yeah.
What started, and actually we did speak about this before, but it's the first time I am revealing this on a program.
That's exclusivity, guys. That's
First time
exclusivity.
I'm saying this on a program. When I was a child, my father used to send me to mosque, and there was no water in the village, and we have a lot of nits on our hair. So the imam used to shave our hair with the blade.
Oof.
And in the village, everybody was calling me Baldy, including my own sisters, my own brothers. They used to make fun of me. Although that They are not trying to bully me, but I was being hurt so much. So when I left my village, for about 10 years, I didn't go to barber.
Oof.
I didn't let anyone touching my hair because it's really affected me mentally. But from being mentally affected, and I used to see Imam in my dreams every night. He was shaving my hair, and I wake up in the morning, first thing, I touch my hair, if it is it there or not.
Oof.
But from this, rather than sitting and crying, okay, I used to be like this. No. The hair became my passion.
Ignited fire.
Exactly. And alhamdulillah, today I win 2 awards. One of them is as best hair specialist of Europe. The other one was the best hair specialist of global.
Oof. And I love when the trauma or a pain, a person can use it to ignite the passion and the fire. But you didn't just ignite the passion or the fire. In my words, I love to say, you ignited a beast in you.
Yes, I think the beast, part of maybe this is the leg of the beast.
Yeah.
I have got other parts that ignited this as well. I think 99% of people, when they have trauma from their childhood, like I think a lot of us have got this.
True.
99% would use this in negative way.
True.
And maybe 1% would turn this, okay, listen, this is my past, this is what happened to me, but I'm gonna use this the positive way. And like I said, this is the leg. And there are so many other parts of this beast that keeps me going up to today.
I know who, so we'll speak about it. But I want to circle back. You started to work, let's say, like as a corporate. You work for somebody, and there was a challenging point or a turning point in your career that really propelled. So you used to work in hair transplant industry for a couple of years, I believe.
14 years.
14. Oh.
Before I opened my own company.
14 years, guys. So if you are lazy and you think you work 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, and there is no result, 14 years. Success takes time. So tell me about the changing moment. What happened exactly?
Changing moment. This is the story of my life.
Yeah.
And this was the turning point of my life too. So I developed a treatment. I never planned open my own company. I'm not gonna stand here and say I did plan this. I never planned this. I developed a hair treatment. I believe in technology, and now we will speak more about this technology. But when I developed this technology, I was very excited to present this to my boss, and it took me about 18 years of hard work, and it was an excellent treatment. And when I presented this, he completely shut me off. He didn't want to listen.
Ignored.
He said, "No, I'm not interested, Sam. Thank you so much."
Oof.
That really hurt me. Like 18 months of hard work. I know it works. It was wasted of my time.
Wow.
I said to my wife,
Let's
go
beast.
somewhere.
Another beast is gonna jump in now.
I said, I am so upset. I can't go to work tomorrow. Let's go somewhere. And we discussed, where do we go? Egypt. Let's go to holy land of Egypt. It's a holy land.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, maybe if I went to Europe, I don't think this idea would have come to me.
True.
But Egypt is the place. So we went to Egypt, but I am still upset with the situation. Then I am on the beach with my family, and I heard a whisper to my ear. And the whisper said, "Go and do it yourself."
So you heard the whisper.
I heard.
That
I
tells
heard.
you,
Yes.
Go and do it
Go
yourself.
and do it yourself. I immediately stand up after hearing this. Up until this moment, no plan or business plan or anything.
At all.
Nothing at all. When I heard this voice, again, when people listening this, everybody get these messages. 99.99% of people ignore this.
True.
Don't ignore it. Listen.
True.
We will speak more about
Yeah.
this. And then I get up, I walked away. I immediately called my bank manager, told him, please pay my mortgage. I told you I didn't have a
Yeah.
big mortgage. I said, pay my mortgage. And when I come back to UK, I will do something. So we went back after 1 week, back to UK, and immediately I resigned. And many of my friends, almost everyone,
Doubted you.
no, they said, I'm stupid. You are the manager. You should be retiring in this position. Why are you doing this? You're taking risk. Don't do this. No, I'm doing it. I have the message. I'm
True.
doing it. And then I went to a friend. I said to him, I am looking for a place I have a treatment idea. Can you help me? He said, Sam, upstairs, I have got a couple of rooms. Just take them. I take upstairs that room. Then that floor became too small for me. Then I want to keep it short, and we take the
Wow.
whole building, the next building, and next city, and alhamdulillah, now it's all around the world.
Alhamdulillah, Sam. You are so humble to try to shorten the story, but since I know it, there are a couple of things I want to stop at. I remember when you told me, because people don't think the effort that people put in order to achieve the overnight success.
Yes.
Everybody sees the overnight success, but they don't see what's behind. You had the landline at this exact room.
Yes.
And this landline was not ringing
Yes.
to the level that you had the hope, you had the passion, you want to make this happen. You were doubting the landline is working or not.
Yes.
So you asked a friend, am I correct?
Melika, she
Yeah.
probably will listen this
Yeah.
program. And I called Melika. I said, Melika, can you call me on this landline? She said, why? I said, just call me. I want to test if it is working or not, because it's been installed for about 10 days.
No
It never rang
calls.
once. And then she rang me. I said,
And
hello,
the phone
Este
is
Medical.
working.
I just wanted to say, hello, Este Medical. How can I help you?
And it kept you going. Nothing stopped
Alhamdulillah.
you. Sam, there is another part of it. Your first ever client that you had, you didn't give him a treatment.
True. First client.
The first ever. And you wanted the money.
yeah, I needed.
You had
Needed.
responsibilities.
Absolutely.
But even that, you didn't, I would say in a bad word, you didn't use that client. You gave him the proper opinion.
Yes.
Can you tell me about
maybe
this?
I hope that he will also listen to this
Yeah.
program. His name was Gül. The first person that walked into the clinic. First clients. I wanted him to be first client.
Wow.
Then when he came to the clinic, he was so eager to have hair transplant. But
Just make it happen.
he was showing me the pictures of when he was young, long hair on his shoulders. He said, Sam, I miss my time. I want to have hair transplant. And when I checked him, unfortunately, not everybody is suitable for hair transplant. There is technology, but as long as you have enough donor area.
Yeah.
So he didn't have the donor area. And I explained him. I didn't just tell him, no, I will not do this for you. I explained him why it's not possible for him. And he thanked me and he left. This was the first person.
First ever client where majority of people, 99% of people, once the client knocked the door, he's not getting out without making a purchase. What message, Sam, you want to tell people about this particular thing? So obviously you needed the money, but you were not running after money.
Yeah.
What was the message here?
So up to today,
Yeah.
his family is still a client. His daughters, his sons, they all come to Este. After 1 week, I receive a gentleman. He said, I'm a friend of Gül. He referred me to you. I checked, excellent for hair, booked. Another one, checked, booked. Another one, checked, booked. But at this time, I'm not telling them I don't do treatment for Gül. In the end, I said, listen, guys, I have never done any treatment for Gül. I know he's referring you. I don't know why. And he said, yes, he told us that he never had treatment from you. But one thing that he said, he will be honest with you. I think, Seif, honesty shouldn't be something special. I think everybody should be honest. But at these days, when somebody is honest, it's something extraordinary, something wow. But isn't it sad that
Absolutely.
Just to be honest, you becoming special, you shouldn't. Everybody should be honest.
True.
So, but at these days, unfortunately, most people, whatever the business they do, are maybe not doing the right thing. But it's not my place to judge anybody.
It's one of your values and principles is honesty.
Yeah. So,
Until this day, he's your client and his family is your client.
and family.
Wow.
And the family. Not only him, a lot of people. So, but there was another turning point for me in life. This I didn't tell you.
Oh my God. That's gonna be new to me.
This I didn't tell you.
Which is?
Some, alhamdulillah, miracles happened in my life. Another miracle that happened in my life. I bankrupt 2 times. When you bankrupt, people who know bankruptcy means you starting 7th floor below the earth.
Zero. True.
You know?
True.
It's bad. It's really bad. And being bankrupt once is bad, but being bankrupt 2 times
And in Europe,
is terrible.
the
In
credit
Europe,
score and
you go to court and declare bankruptcy, and that means what hurt me the most. Up to today, I don't work with the banks. On the way, when they come to our house to take everything from home, my son's bicycle was on a drive, and I saw the guy taking the bicycle of my son as well. And from that moment, I don't work with the banks. I'm sure the bankers will watch this. Not every banker is the same,
True.
but I choose not to work with them. So one day, after bankruptcy, I didn't have enough food to buy milk for my kids. That's how bad it was. 0. Then one day, my wife came home. She said, I just met a lady. She was giving food. She is Russian, so she goes to the church. She's a Muslim lady, goes to the church, and then she's got 5 kids. And she was taking food from the church. And she was from Tajikistan. And she was about to being deported with the whole family. And they had to apply for asylum to stay in UK. And they didn't have no money. So they had like literally
nothing
and not even food. And she said, I wish we could help them, but we have no money. I couldn't get credit card from the banks or anything like this, but I could get credit cards from the post office. It was different. So in the morning, I went to the post office. I told them I would like to get a credit card. And they said, okay. The limit was £1,500. It's not big money. They gave me the card. I walked outside from the post office. I called the solicitor. I would like to make payment for this family, please. Can you apply for asylum so they can stay?
And you were bankrupt.
Bankrupt. I gave them the credit card number. They take the payments. And after this, 3 of her sons worked in my company.
Oof.
So, Seif, when I was sitting on a chair and thinking that I am never going to make this again, this was my 2nd bankruptcy. That's it now. I'm done for life. I'm unsuccessful. I'm done. You know, it hurts you. Like, and especially when you have family, when you have kids, and it hurts you. After this, money started coming to me. I don't know where to put the money. I don't know where. I swear, like I'm thinking, what? And only thing that I do, I look at the sky, I say, Alhamdulillah. Just a thank. I know where it's coming from. So there are moments that changes these moments. And when I tell you that when we had our breakfast, there is a magic behind this. And my biggest fear is doing wrong thing and breaking this magic.
True. Oof. Breaking this magic. True. I love that, Sam. A lesson here is make good for people. Always make good for people that in need.
Of course.
And you continue doing this, Sam.
Alhamdulillah. I try my best, Seif.
I want to go back and circle back to your first room as a clinic, which turned into a couple of buildings.
Yeah.
I want to know this a little bit more in details. You were renting
Yes.
this part of a room in a building,
Yes.
which turned that you bought the building.
The building.
Tell us about that. And I know you had obstacles in it. You had
Yes.
obstacles. You couldn't buy
Very
it from like just I want it, I'm gonna buy it. No, you couldn't.
No, it wasn't. And like I said, I don't use any mortgages, or I don't use any
True.
credits, or I don't have any investors say if I don't accept this. People wanting to invest in my company. I say thank you so much. That makes me
Happy,
honor,
but-
thank you so much. I'm not doing this just to be. To me, money is not a success. You can easily make money the wrong ways. That doesn't mean you're successful. Not everybody who has money is successful.
True.
You can easily access money different ways.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So we can't call everybody who has got money successful. But this building was very special to me. That's where Este was born. I call Este my third child. Then I have been wanting to buy it, but my landlady, maybe she will also watch this. She's receiving very good rent from me. I am never behind with anything, and she didn't want to sell it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she didn't want to sell it at all. So she even one day asked me, when I asked her, are you interested in selling this? And she said, no, but do you have anything to sell to me? No, at all. You can
At all,
tell.
zero.
She won't sell.
But it didn't put you down.
No.
You kept,
I
you
kept-
knew that you're going to buy it.
In the end, I make an offer, £500,000 more than the value of the building. This, she couldn't turn down.
Exactly. And you managed to buy that.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Today
What was this to you, this moment? That she said, yes, you signed it, the building is yours.
Yeah, immediately I had to, before she changed her mind, I had to take her to this list and sign immediately. I swear. Immediately, I took her. Come on, let's
away.
go.
Right away.
So immediately. And for me, what is the word?
People to people.
No, that's value of the building. It's not, to me, just a building.
Yeah, true. It's like your baby.
You know, this is where everything started for me.
I love
And
that.
and I had to do this. It's I will never sell this. No, it will never go
done.
nowhere. It will never go. It will go to my grandchildren.
But it's so inspiring, Sam. Sam, let's say, in a nutshell, what Este Group and Este Clinics provide services, hair transplant, and then we will dig into it. But this empire serves the customer in what activities?
So, Saif, we started with hair transplant, hair loss. Not only hair transplant, also hair loss. That's my field. That's my job. Then we added other services. Today, in UK, we are number one brands for aesthetics. So Este means short for aesthetic. Sometimes people ask, what is it standing for? We are number one brand. In our clinics, we have people from all different nationalities, all different countries. And we have people working from all different countries together. In our Dubai clinic, we have 16 languages spoken.
Wow.
In our Dubai clinic alone.
You know, you remind me of when we were jumping on a flight and, for example, Emirates Airlines said, like, our cabin crew comes from 16 nationalities.
Yes.
Wow.
16 different languages. We have people coming from abroad. There was a family from Colombia.
Wow.
They didn't speak
fly
one word.
in.
They fly.
Amazing.
Colombia, actually, in 1 week, 2 people came from Colombia for hair transplant. Even from Bolivia, from Australia.
Wow.
So at the moment, 70% of our
Customer base.
clients, patients are from abroad.
Wow.
They come to us, not only Dubai. This is another topic actually. This is excellent for Dubai.
Exactly.
Excellent for Dubai. That I always wanted Dubai to be a center of
true.
medical tourism.
We will come and talk about Dubai in particular. But now let's go global. So Este, hair transplant, Hair restoration, hair treatments.
Yes.
And what else?
All skin treatments, body treatments. We have a clinic in Istanbul. We have a dental clinic in Istanbul, but I don't have this in Dubai.
Yeah.
So literally anything to do with the aesthetics, but we have special departments for this. We have our own laboratory factory
Wow.
to make our own products.
Wow.
So for our clients, because per day we treat between 2,500 to 3,000 people worldwide. That's a big number, right?
Wow. And Sam,
2,500 to 3,000
as I
people.
understood also, you bring, I don't want to say proper, but the real specialists and professionals for each particular role in your clinics. Like I remember when we talked even about the Dubai clinic, you said like, I'm not getting anybody, like I'm just getting the best of the best
Exactly.
for this particular activity.
Safe, I'm not just settling what is in Dubai. Alhamdulillah, we are very well connected worldwide because we have got clinics all around the world. So I search the best, not the best in Dubai alone. I search best in the world. Who's best for this job? Who's best for this job? Who's best for this job? Then we try our best to bring these people and to Dubai or wherever the country we are serving. At this moment, our latest clinic is in Dubai, and the people that we employ, I believe,
Are the best.
inshallah, you will also come soon,
Yeah.
are the best. On their and in the field, they are the
Wow.
best. So I don't just do this just to make quick money. If I wanted to make quick money, I will employ
Sure.
cheap
True. Specialists or laborers.
cheap
or-
people
True.
that not I don't want to say cheap people but cheap labor,
Professionals,
sorry,
true. Labor,
cheap
yeah.
labor, and then okay, but no, I do the best,
Top notch.
top. So this is what we do.
I love that. Sam, before we dig deep in Este and Este in Dubai, I want to touch upon a couple of life principles that you have as life and business. Maybe you combine them together
Yeah.
for the people watching us that you believe are really needed for every human being. I'm not going to say a man or a woman, every human being to become successful. What are these life principles or lessons that you want everybody to follow?
Two things I will say from my own. Two things actually. You just said that earlier before you start the program.
Yeah.
Two things, the most important: honesty and discipline. This is it. Be honest, do the best, and have the discipline. Every
what you
single
want.
day, do the right thing. Be disciplined. My opinion, you will achieve your dreams.
True.
And Saif, I read countless books. Do you remember at our breakfast?
True.
I said I don't make plans anymore.
Yeah, true.
This is another.
Yeah, exactly.
We can speak
We
hours
will,
for this.
We will.
And people maybe that watching, successful people that watching this program, they may think,
Yeah.
what is this guy about? What do you mean that
Just
that
do
you have these
plans.
businesses and you're not even making plan? You have got no business plan? I don't. But I follow the messages that given to me every day. This is because it's on the Quran. Say if it says
True.
your qismet, your nasib,
True.
it's written.
Your fate.
But
True.
most people get this wrong. What nasib means, what qismet means, they get it wrong. They think, okay, I sit here, Allah will give my qismet. Not. Allah sent you messages, tells you this is what you need to do to get that. This is what you must do to get this. This is what you must do to get this. And you get messages. But if you say no, I have my own plan. I write it down. I read it every single day.
Opposing.
Remember,
True.
I
Exactly.
said I write it down even because one book said write it down and put this on the fridge.
True.
And every time I open the fridge, I read my how
True.
many times I read it a day. But what works for you, it may not work for me. What works for me, it may not work for you. So when I read these books and I followed every single thing on the books they said,
Didn't work.
but nothing was happening.
Yeah.
So, to be honest with you, I don't really give. I never go. I have been invited in countless motivational
Speeches.
speech,
Yeah.
but I never won once. The reason is I'm not motivational speaker because I think that the people do this for job.
Yeah.
Come on,
True.
you need to achieve something to do this. But even I don't do this because this is I am scared of giving wrong advice. I may tell people, look, this is what I do, and it works for me. And maybe then you follow my advice, then it may not work for you.
Exact. True.
You may get those messages wrong. You may follow wrong things. Then you may blame me for this. So
True.
I am not giving advices.
You're sharing
but
your
I'm just
story.
telling
True.
what works for me. I get up every day, and first thing I say when I open my eyes, I say, Alhamdulillah, I'm alive. Now, let's day start.
Yeah.
I don't have a PA, Safe. I employed a PA, she lasted 3 days.
Yeah. What is this crazy man
Yeah.
running around?
Because I don't make plan for tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
I don't make plan for tomorrow because for me, today is today. Let's live the today. Let's
Do the
do the
best.
best today. And if we lucky enough, if Allah give us life to wake up tomorrow, it's going to be tomorrow.
True.
Again, the most people are listening this may say, no, I disagree with that.
It's fine.
They may be fine,
Yeah.
yes. This is just me. I'm not
True.
giving advice. Don't make plans.
True.
Make your plans.
What works for
Do
you? What
works
made
for
you successful? What? True.
I never planned to open clinics in 4 continents. I never planned to do these businesses. I never planned to open in Dubai.
I want to talk about this, Sam, a little. You started in UK and you made it super successful.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. But one thing, as an entrepreneur, you used to do everything with your own hands. So you're working 24/7, even till now, but you were doing everything with your own hands. And then something happened that you decided to expand globally. You want more reach for
Yes.
people. How did your leadership style changed, or even the operation-wise changed from being in UK, doing everything on your own, then no, now I need to expand. This doesn't come easy to entrepreneurs or people running their business if they want to scale, because they think, no, I need to do this with my own hands. I need to do this with my own hands. So you can't grow. How this for Sam and how it happened? I know.
How this happened? I think, keep it short.
Yeah.
I give you one example. I invest on people. And something that I'm so proud, Saif, my first employee of Este Medical is still with us today. Second is still with us. Third is, so 10 years, maybe from beginning up until now, maybe 80% of our employees are still with us.
Same.
To give you an example how I invest on people. There was one guy, his name is Bobby. Bobby was a young man at the time. He was a delivery driver of UPS.
Okay.
He was looking after our area. Whenever we order something online or something,
He delivers
he
it.
delivers it. Then every time Bobby comes to the clinic, he asks for a job. But what can I give him in the clinic? I would love to, but one, I don't have a job. Two, it's not right for you. Then next week he asks again. And every single time he comes, he asks. I start hiding from him. When I see his one outside, I start hiding.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't give up. And every time he asked, in the end, I sat down with him. I said, Bobby, what job do you want to do in the clinic? He said, anything. Cleaning, making coffees, teas, anything. I see how determined this guy is.
Hungry.
I take this guy, and today, he is my partner in 2 clinics. 2 clinics. His wife was a police officer. She quit her job. Now, Sonia is the CEO of Este Medical in UK. Their kids they got good schools. So this is just one example. I can give you plenty more.
I want to understand, how do you understand that's the right person to partner with or even to hire, because of course after all these years, Sam, and all these examples that you're giving, you understood a couple of criterias that works for you, that makes this relationship happen either with a partner or even by hiring employees. What are these criterias?
Saif, this is possible that anyone can make mistake. I'm not saying that I never make mistake. I try to minimize this.
True.
So I never read CVs. Why? When I first went to England, I was looking for a job and I couldn't find a job. And someone asked me, do you have CV? I said, what is CV?
What do you want? What do you want?
I am young boy, like 18, 19-year-olds. What does CV means? Oh, you don't know what CV means? No. Okay. There is an office there called career or something like this. It's everywhere in UK. You go there and they make a CV for you. And then you send your CVs to the companies. I used to just walk. Excuse me, do you need stuff? Turkish way. You know?
Yeah.
I just
yeah,
turned
true,
up.
Yeah.
I didn't know what about CV. And then after this, I went to this office and this lady asked me many questions and she made a CV for me so that I can send this to the businesses for work. When I read this CV, I said, who's this? This is not me. The things that she put about me, I didn't even know I have this at all. So anybody will put anything on CV.
True.
You will never, I read maybe today, alhamdulillah, we employ more than 1,000 people. I read maybe in my career, maybe including my previous work, I was manager there for some years. Maybe I received 5,000 CVs. And not once I read a CV, I am an angry man. I will go out on Friday night and get drunk. I will not turn up to work
I
on
will
Monday.
gossip in the office.
I will
do
gossip.
this.
I will
True.
Nobody will say these things. Safe.
True.
No one says this. You can look at 100,000 CVs. Every one of them. I am hardworking. I'm this, and it's fine. So, what I am looking at the CV is this. Do you have the right qualification? Yes or no? Okay, that's all I read. If you have the right qualification, let's speak. We just have conversation. Safe. I can take somebody unexperienced and work on them. In 6 months, I make them professional, the best.
True.
I invest on people with good heart, as long as they have good heart.
True.
But if I take somebody very experienced, but not the right heart, I
Toxic.
never change them in this world. Nobody can change somebody's heart.
True.
I can change. I can teach you the skills,
But I can't
but
teach
I cannot
your
teach
attitude.
your heart. So
True.
what I do, my interviews. So if people listening this now, they think, okay, now I'm gonna prepare for interview with Sam.
The secrets are
Yeah,
out.
secrets are out. Actually, again, this is the first time, huh? Many
Oh
things
my
I'm
God.
saying first
Another
time.
exclusive.
So when I am talking to someone, I just speak to them. Conversation. For me, I ask them about their families. If somebody have no family value, you will, if they don't care about their parents, their brothers, they will not, who am I?
True.
Who's my
Exact-
business?
True.
They will not care. And also, again, the people watching this, if someone don't care about their families or their children or someone, stay away from these people.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Stay away from these people. I meet sometimes people that they don't see their children. And the children is the most precious thing on
True.
this planet. Most. And as a mother or as a father, you don't care about your child, you will never care about me.
True.
You will never care about your friends. So my personal, whenever I see this, I stay away. So I ask questions about their families.
You try
See
to
how they
understand.
speak about their families. See if they have got good upbringing or not. How they connected with the families. How they speak about their families. Then I ask about their friends. How do they care about their friends? completely off the topic, Seif.
Not about any technical detail,
nothing at all.
technical question.
Nothing at all. And then I make my decision accordingly. I never make decision regarding looking at the CVs. It's person to person.
So hire for attitude, and then you teach the skills once needed. Sam, let's go to scaling. Because I believe, as any entrepreneur, young entrepreneur, wanted to grow, you had limitations, and then you broke these limitations. By what? You had a mentor, somebody told you to follow something in order you want to grow, because you wanted to have time to grow. MashaAllah, you have more than 20 clinics worldwide. You can't just do everything on your own and manage to succeed in all of them. So there was a turning point. You felt yourself like, oh my God, I'm stuck, I can't grow. And somebody gave you an advice or guided you.
Yes.
And you followed it and like, oh, damn, it works.
Yes. Yeah. So the gentleman, I hope that he will listen to this program. His name was Goy. In my clinic, I was doing everything myself, including coffees, cleaning, treatments, everything. And Goy was a client. He was a very successful businessman. He looked at me one day. He said, Sam, you got excellent treatment here. That he was a client. Yeah. I can see the results. But this way you will never grow. You are a worker in your own business. You will always stay like this, the way you work. I said to him, what should I do? Because it was just start. He said, you employ right people, you teach them, and you lead them.
And get out of the way.
And since that day, I said, okay, this is what I'm doing. Because I was trying to save money, not employing people.
True. As majority of the entrepreneurs, correct, you're correct.
And then I started taking the right people and teaching them, taking more people, teaching them. That is when business started expanding around the world.
Oof. Sam, what is the wisdom behind all the entrepreneurs these days starting their business and exactly falling in this trap? Like, I'm not going to hire super duper people because I can't afford. I'll do everything on my own. But the flip side is I can't grow. What's the wisdom here? Like, hire the best and they will bring you the best? Or what advice would you give to them?
Now I can say yes, hire the best and then do the best. But when you first start your business, you are so careful, Seif.
True.
You know, you just come like you have like little money in the bank.
True.
You're thinking, okay, you know what? I work 7 days. And by the way, working that, I still work 7 days now. But that time, I was working around 16, 17 hours per day. Then I felt very ill. True. I had tuberculosis. And even having tuberculosis, I was almost dying. At that moment, that was a life changing for me. Okay, relax, lean back, stop. You're killing yourself. So I still work 7 days, but since the tuberculosis again, who will learn lesson from a disease? But I did. After the tuberculosis, I said, okay, I'm still going to work very, very hard. But before I come here today, I went to gym.
True.
Every single day I go to gym. I eat healthy. I give time. Every morning from I have a morning fasting. That was my first meal when I come here today at 3 o'clock. So I don't eat all day until 3 and I eat healthy.
Interim fasting.
Give time to my system. So now I still work, but I give time to myself. You need to be strong. You need to be mentally strong. You need to be physically strong.
True.
And as the time goes on, Seif, you hear so many things, you see so many things. And sometimes people break from this. They think, you know what? I can handle this. It's too much for me. And sometimes you feel that it's too much. But sometimes your skin gets thick. Sometimes you get stronger. So you either you make it or you break it.
True.
And it's not very easy. Honestly, it's not very easy.
100%.
Getting up every morning. And sometimes
discipline.
When I'm talking to my colleagues, I tell them every day, every single day, we speak about the same thing for years. And every morning, without fail, 7 days a week, we say the same things. And I tell them, guys, I am telling this to you every morning. Who's telling me this? I wish
True.
I have someone up there and telling me, go and do it. There is actually, but not somebody physically there.
Yeah.
I say messages.
Yeah. Comes to you.
And there is morals. Why I keep going. These voices says, keep going, Sam. Keep going, Sam. Keep going. Do the right thing. Keep going. But there is not, my parent passed away, both of them, sadly. I don't have someone ringing me every day or getting up in the morning. Come on, it's going to be a good day today. You're going to do this today. I don't have that. I never had that. But I have to first motivate myself,
True.
get up, go to gym,
Exactly.
do this, come on, you can do this. And then motivate 1,000 people.
How is the culture looks like in Este? I know a lot of your kind of, I don't want to say rules, but kind of rules. Any culture has a rule. You don't like gossips. You kill gossips right away. So what is the culture in Este, and how do you implement a culture that really thrives, deliver best client service and best treatments?
Gossip is a killer of a business.
Yeah.
If any business woman or businessman watching, or you're thinking of having your own business, you need to, it's impossible to fully stop it, but you must control it. Because gossips can demotivate stuff, it can cause problem between the staff, it can cause problems for the clients. So you must absolutely control this.
True.
And it's not easy to control, but you control it.
Especially in specific cultures, I would say. You're correct.
After our program today, Mace sitting here, I said to Mace, please arrange a meeting as soon as we go back to the clinic. We're having staff meeting. Our staff meeting starts first. Remember, we have family.
True.
No gossips.
True.
Again, in the clinic, I said 16 different language. That means 16 different countries. No racism. No humiliation. Not allowed. Not allowed at all. When we are having meetings, I tell at the table, on this table, nobody's above me, nobody's below me. We are all the same. If you see yourself above other people, then there is always people above you.
True.
Then how about that? So everybody, you can be above some people morally. I'm not comparing myself with the people that are bad people. I'm not comparing with that. Okay, anyway, they wouldn't be even close to my life or my family or my friends.
True.
I wouldn't associate with them. I'm just talking about general. Everybody is equal. Everybody is equal. I never saw anyone above me. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care what position you are in. But I don't care how poor you are. You are same as me. That's my morals. That's how I grow up. That's what I see. However, why I see this? Because when I was child, one thing that I will forgive people. I have forgiven people. How they humiliated me.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brothers and my sisters. We alhamdulillah, all of them are alive now. But one thing that I will never forgive them is humiliating my parents. They used to come to my parents' house. Okay, give me 3 kids today. Give me 4 kids today. Kids, 6, 7, 8-year-old, 10-year-olds. Where? Take them to the fields, work all day, and then they can give us food. This is humility. Which parent would want to do this?
True.
I have 2 kids. My neighbor will come and say, give me your kids today. I'm going to work them in the fields. It will hurt. I know my parent was hurt.
Of course.
But we had no food. At least they were happy that we're going to eat.
Of course.
But that's humiliation. That's, I remember these days, Seif. Do I feel strong every morning? Absolutely not. Who does? Not. We are not a robot. We are human. There are days that sometimes you feel emotional. There are days that you feel angry. There are days that you feel sad.
True.
There are days that you want to cry. And when I start crying, I can't stop. I can't stop. But I don't cry in front of anyone. Because it builds in.
And you explode.
And then it comes out.
And you explode.
Yes, alhamdulillah, I feel strong. But strong doesn't mean that you are robots. You are not human.
You have emotions.
If you don't have this, then you're out, you're out of control.
True.
So, what do I do when I feel down? What do I do when I say, this is enough, it's too much? Then I remember the past. I remember the days that when I was 13-year-old, I have one shoe in one leg and another shoe, another leg, 2 foot, two different shoes. How I get these shoes? When you have a shoes that one is broken, what do? You throw both away, yes?
Exactly.
I find one good one from that one, I find another one. They don't match. One is maybe size
Bigger,
42, one is maybe a smaller,
True.
different shoes. I wear this. You remember these days. Come on.
It pushes
Come
you.
on, get up.
Wow.
It's not the money that I work for. Seriously, it's not the
I
money.
love that, Sam.
I can put my hand on the Quran today. I don't work for the money. If it's money, alhamdulillah, I can retire today. If it is the money, I can retire today. Why I keep going every day? It's the success. When I now see people who humiliated my parents, they can't look at me in the eye anymore. I work for this.
I love that. It's so touching. Someone brought you to Dubai.
What brought me to Dubai? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a very great thing. But coming to Dubai, of course, it's a big move. It's one of the major cities in the world. What made you decide to come to Dubai? You already established, successful in the biggest cities across. The biggest cities, and even, I would say, even virgin cities.
Yeah.
You went across, like New York, London, UK, and then Kenya, Istanbul,
Milan.
So you're well diversified and well successfully diversified. When you decided, okay, it's time for Dubai, the beast on its own?
Two reasons for the Seif. The first of all, when I am in UK, I travel half of the months, 15 days I'm in UK, 15 days I am abroad. I said to you earlier
True.
that since I have been in Dubai,
I didn't want to go.
it's bad for my business. I don't want to go nowhere.
True.
And when I am away, I have stomach pain, thinking, are my kids okay? Is my family okay?
Yeah.
You know what's happening now in Europe.
True.
And it's a horrible feeling. I can't sleep at night, looking at the cameras when they're sleeping. Are they okay? That was a bad feeling. The second one was, we were in Dubai last year in April. We went back to UK with the family. There were many letters. I opened this letter, my kids, about my daughter.
Yeah.
She was 9. And we received a letter from the school. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. You can cut off if not. They teaching at the new season sex education to my children at 9-year-olds. I said to my wife, pack
your
the
bag.
bag.
Pack your
She said, what happened? I said, no, don't worry what happened. We're going. That's it. What happened? She looked. I agree. Let's go. So we suddenly make decision. Again, I never planned to come to Dubai.
No way.
Wallahi Quran.
No way.
People plan like, I didn't
course.
plan. I just suddenly, let's go to Dubai. Let's go. And we suddenly decided to come to Dubai. Then I come to Dubai. Why I open clinic here? I don't know. Nobody knows true numbers of how many clinics in Dubai.
Exactly. Yeah.
Someone said to me yesterday 6,000. I don't know. Is there really 6,000 clinics in Dubai? There are now 6,000 clinics from whole UK.
True.
And one city there are 6,000? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody give different numbers.
True.
I actually want to find this out.
We'll
I don't know how I can find out.
We'll find it.
So when you have so many clinics, why would you open a clinic in Dubai? There are more clinics here than restaurants. I said, okay, maybe not to open clinic here. I didn't come here to open a clinic.
Yeah.
I first moved here. Then when I moved here, I stayed at home 2 days. 2 months, sorry. 2 months. Then I started having alopecia. I started losing my beard. I had started having patches on my head. I am depressed. I am stressed. First time I am not working. I'm not getting up to go to do work because I don't have a clinic here. I said, okay, it's not happening. I can't stay here. I can't stay here. I need to go back to England. So I left the family here. I went back to England because I have to work.
Yeah.
And then, okay, then I am there. I make decision. I need to open a clinic here. But there are too many clinics. Then I came back to Dubai. Okay, there are too many clinics, but let me find out the quality of them. Because whatever the business you do, again, the people listening to this,
True.
whatever the business you do, it can be restaurants, it can be hotel, it can be taxi, it can be supermarket, it can be anything. Tailor, dry cleaner, whatever.
Exactly.
Do the best. There is always demand for the best product. Don't be scared of people opening right next door to you. They competing. No. When I tell people I have no competition in Dubai, sometimes they think you're arrogant or no. I am. That means, please, that means I am not competing with no one. I'm not competing with no one.
True.
When I say no competition, it doesn't mean, oh, they are no one. Of course, everyone I respect. They do their job. Fine. But when I come here, I seriously saw one problem. The problem was the people of Dubai to have procedures, either hair transplant or procedures, they go abroad.
Yeah.
You go with the Emirates airline, when you look at them coming back, everybody has got bandages, I've got nose, hair. So that means there is a problem. That means that the quality of the treatments, although whatever the thousands it is, if people don't trust this, that's why they go abroad. So I start doing my research and I actually saw the gap. There is not a need for a clinic in Dubai, but there is a need for a very good quality clinic. So if I was going to do this, I know that I have to do the best or don't bother at all.
You call it 7-star.
7-star. I had to open a 7-star clinic. Since then, as you have seen, I bring a technology to Dubai that first time not in Dubai, Middle East.
Yeah.
First in Middle East.
The robot.
Robot. And there are 5 in the world.
Only 5 robots?
5 in the world. This is a new technology. 5 in the world. And first in Middle East.
Wow.
So this is why it's good for Dubai, because people from all around the world coming to Dubai for this technology.
True. But what does it mean, this one in the world, and what does it do? Like, what is the difference between... That's for hair transplant, right?
This is hair transplant. Yeah. Of course, we do all other procedures. True. Again, we have all the latest technology. But the hair, now, with the standards hair transplant, when we implant hair to scalp, we cut the skin. Let's say we put 3,000 grafts. We cut the skin 3,000 times, and we put the follicles in.
Okay,
with this
by
technology,
hand.
By hand.
Yeah.
And of course, when you cut, even when you have little spot, you squeeze that, it swells.
Exactly.
Imagine 3,000 cuts on your head. It goes big. With this technology, we don't need to cut the skin at all. We inject them. And the downtime is very small. We are able to put 2 times, 3 times more hair, because we're not cutting the skin.
Wow.
The density is much better, much more natural, pain-free.
And recovery faster.
Fast, very fast, very fast. Like people come and have the surgery, after 2 days they're back to work.
And the best thing that you told me about, that even for this, there is no need to cut the hair.
No need to cut
shave
the hair.
And there is nothing.
Not at all. Now, a lot of ladies were dreading, imagine, if you ask a woman that, okay, I'm going to do transplant for you, but I need to shave your hair.
Oh my God, it's impossible.
It's like, okay, I'm going to cut your arm off.
Exactly.
Same thing to a woman.
True.
So now we don't need to shave the hair with this technology, and they can leave the clinic without shaving and looking fantastic.
Wow. And it's really not only 5 in the world that has this kind of robot.
5 in the world.
And it's available in Dubai.
First in Dubai. First in Middle East.
Wow.
And I only have got 1 of them. I have got 20 clinics, but I got 1.
Why you chose Dubai to put this robot in? Not
Seif.
UK. UK is the one.
Yes.
Like your flagship.
The reason I choose Dubai, because every clinic I built, Seif, it has been better than the before.
Okay.
Why? Because we learn. We see what we make wrong, mistakes, and then each time we make better. And it take me 20 clinics to build, and I only have got one 7-star clinic. The others are 5-star I call. But my final clinic in Dubai, I built 7-star.
While we're gonna be broadcasting the episode, we're gonna put the pictures of the clinic because I personally saw it and it's out of the bloom. It's as if it's from heaven. You really did a great job with the staff, with the interior, with the number of services that you offer, top notch. Sam, super much respect.
We all love Seif and he doesn't have any hair problem, but I insist, I invite him to my clinic. I invite him, inshallah, you will also
Inshallah. You will see.
yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Not
and
that
you guys
he
will
asked,
see
but
the result.
this is something that's from me.
Appreciate it. Sam, you know that, first of all, I'm a big fan of your story. It inspires me and I'm sure that it will inspire millions that's gonna watch the episode. If I ask you, how do you define success for you?
How do I define successful?
Yeah.
I have story for everything.
Yeah. We're ready to listen.
I was on the final of entrepreneur. I can never say this word.
Entrepreneur award.
Entrepreneur of the Year award. I was at the final. At this final, there were very successful people, and there were 5 judges.
Okay.
And each judge asks you a question, you move.
Okay.
And then they then make the decision. I was the winner, by the way, before you ask. So one of the lady, she asked me, what is your goal? What is success for you? I said to her, do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? Or do you want me to tell you the truth? What is success and what is my goal? She said, that is for you, not what I want to hear. I said, but let me tell you what you want to hear first. You want me to tell you that I want to open clinics all around the world. I want to be the best. I want to open 100 clinics, 200 clinics. I want to employ 10,000 people and all around the world take over the aesthetic world. This is, and it's not wrong because this is all successful people here and that's their story. But to me, success is this. Whatever the life, whatever the Allah gave us life, we all come to this world for test. If I can complete this life without doing a major
Sin.
To me that's a success. That's my goal. I want to complete, I don't know how many years I have left. I want to complete this life without making my parent embarrassed, without hurting people, without causing problems. And this is my real goal. As success, business, I don't know if I will call myself in the business successful. It's not my place to say, of course, if it's up to other people to think, but when you start from a village that it was not even on the map, we were not registered. I don't really know my real age. I never celebrate my birthdays because I don't know when the true birthday.
Wow.
So coming from a village that's not on the map, not registered, and if you want to go to school, you have to walk 12 kilometers and not on the road.
Yeah.
Up the hill, down the hill, cross the river. I mean, the people who live in the villages will understand what I mean. And then my food was, when we walked through the fields, And in the villages, people grow peanuts
Yeah.
or wheat or, and whatever left over, once they collect it, I search and I find
that.
this one by, that was
Wow.
my food. Anyway, coming from this. And then I was 13-year-old when I started working for someone else.
Yeah.
For my family, I was working since I was start working in the village. But real work, I was 13-year-old. I was a dishwasher in a hotel.
Yeah.
And then in life, the kind of obstacles I have, not too many people will have that.
True.
In real life.
But it built you, correct? It built
Yeah.
your character,
Maybe, yeah.
resilience.
Seriously, that the kind of difficulties I had, but I'm not here to cry about this. Alhamdulillah, I overcome them.
But if I ask you, if you go back in time and you're able to change any of these, will you change, or you're going to go through the same path again? With the same challenges, same obstacles, toughness.
Now you know me little. What will be the answer?
Go through it 100%.
Exactly. I wouldn't change one little thing. In fact, I feel sad for my kids. My own kids. I
Yeah.
feel sad for them. That they haven't seen these days. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I told them, I'm going to take you to village one day.
To see.
And I want you to do one trip to the school that I did every day. Make one trip by yourself.
True.
I will do. And in fact, I feel blessed. I feel lucky that I was 9 years old when I saw TV first time in my life.
True.
9 years old. When they were saying there is a TV, we were thinking, how can a man go into the box?
But do you believe in this, Sam, the statement that says like, great time creates weak men create hard times create strong men, and the loop?
I think that is very true.
True.
Safe. I think it's very true.
I love that.
So I will go through exactly the same thing
Everything.
without changing one little thing.
True.
If I have one more life, I will say exactly the same.
If I take your journey overall, a lot of obstacles, challenges, and you managed, alhamdulillah, to pass it.
Alhamdulillah.
And if I ask you, what was your favorite failure? A failure that happened to you that you so happy that it happened because it made you who you are now.
Saif, you asked the right questions. I didn't study, I didn't prepare myself, but I think you prepared yourself. Now, I say if I am somehow little successful today, it's not because of what I have achieved. It's because what I have failed. Now, how can you be successful from failing? You can, if you learn the lessons.
True.
Most people don't learn lessons.
They break.
So, I failed, and every single time I failed, I came one step closer to success. I failed, one step success. Every time.
True.
2 bankruptcies. Come on.
True.
How many people that go through this? If somebody go through a bankruptcy, you are in the court and judge asking you, son, are you sure you want to declare bankruptcy? Because you know it's game over.
True.
And you feel this big, Saif. You feel this big.
Yeah. True.
And you have no other choice. You have no choice but say yes, sir. And every fail was one step closer to success for me.
How did you manage that, Sam? Like emotionally and mentally as well. Being in a bankruptcy 2 times, and as you said, yes, sir, shut it down, declare it. How did you pass this? Emotion, and you knew you're coming back? You knew you're coming back?
Now, Saif, I can't say I knew I was coming back, but one thing I knew, I wasn't giving up. I wasn't giving up. I am one of 10 brothers and sisters. Now, alhamdulillah, my nephews and my nieces, the whole family is in Este.
Alhamdulillah.
But my other brothers and sisters, they may be angry watching this, but they work, government teacher, like normal
Yeah.
standard work, which is fine. But I had to do something for the family. I had to do something. And
new.
every time, by the way, every time you fall, there is not physically someone to lift you up.
Oof,
But there
true.
is emotional. Someone tells you, get up, get up. Come on, don't stay, get up. I fall. I'm not going to pretend here and say I never fall. I fall hundreds of times. But every single time, I get up.
You know, Sam, like even because people sometimes don't understand, the going back up after a fall is much harder each and every time to sustain. Because when you fall, you need to jump much higher to surpass the point where you fell. Is it true?
Absolutely.
It's a hard
You
one.
you have to. But one thing, Saif, you have to. But imagine you touch this, and you know it's gonna burn your hand. And you touch, burns your hand, and you fall.
True.
And next time you know, okay, stay away from this. Go this way. So it directs you.
100%.
Honestly, failing is.
It's part
People
of,
will think that this guy is talking nonsense, but failing is wonderful.
true, part of the
Fail.
journey.
Don't be scared of failing. The people who fail, who doesn't fail, people do nothing.
True.
I swear, I failed so many times.
Failure is not a defeat.
Absolutely.
Failure is a lesson.
Yes, it's not defeat as long as you don't think it's a defeat.
True.
But most people think defeat.
And it's finished.
First problem, first time they fall, they stay. I tell you one other thing, Saif. I'm a person that I like to take people up with me. If I am going up the ladder, I like to take people up with me. And now I am not in contact with some of my friends. And they say, Sam, you changed. And I'm proudly say, I am actually changed. And I recommend them, you should change too. Don't stay as where you are.
True.
Change. You cannot be the same. I'm not talking about personality
Of course,
change.
yeah.
Status.
True.
Educate yourself. Learn. Teach. Change. Don't stay the same. World is changing.
True.
And if you insist of staying the same,
It's
you will fail.
True.
and you won't get up. So when I am talking to these friends, okay, I give you my hands, come with me, let's go up, let's do this. And when I am doing this, that means I am financially supporting them, giving them finance to
True.
open businesses. Come on, guys. But what they do? No, we are too comfortable. No, come on, man, I can't be bothered. No, I'm okay, you go. And these people now think, now the gap is too big between
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
When I'm talking to them, we don't have anything in common anymore.
Oof. Correct. I
And they
love it.
think,
True.
oh, Sam is now a different man. Sam is now changed man.
His
proudly.
ego, he is,
Yes,
yeah.
I am changed.
The gap is
You
big now.
haven't changed. That's why you stayed. And arrogancy is one thing, but again, personality change. I am still the same person as I was 10
I love
years
how
old.
you put it. It's like by time, because I remember I also left my home country long ago, and I remember my close friends as well, which are now, we are kind of distant. You're 100% correct. You put it amazingly. The gap by time, it goes so big that there is no commonality anymore.
There isn't.
Wow.
There isn't. And for example, say if, mashallah, you're doing great athletes,
Alhamdulillah.
great athletes, great body. Isn't it painful?
Of course.
Getting up, lifting that, doing this every day, isn't it painful?
Of course.
The easy thing is what? Stay in the bed,
True.
put your legs up, put your Instagram or whatever, social
Sure.
media, and watch videos. That's the easy thing. Why do you get up every morning? You run, you work hard, you eat the right food, you do the right thing.
True.
So how can you be the same as the person who decides
To sit on the bed.
no,
True.
you can't
They
be the
have
same.
priorities. Correct.
Absolutely, you can't be the same.
Correct.
So you don't try to please everyone. Okay, you offer them help. If they don't want,
It's
okay,
their problem.
I'm giving you my hands, but I'm not letting you pull me down. If I can pull you up, come with me.
True.
If
I
not,
love that.
I'm not staying with you down. It doesn't matter what you call me. It doesn't matter what you say. I have goals.
I'm not stopping.
I'm not stopping.
2 bankruptcies. Of course, this guy is not stopping. Someone in the Alpha Talk show. And the question that I'd love to ask, and I would love to hear the answer from you. How do Sam define an alpha?
Alpha.
How do you define an alpha?
No, we have to cut here. No, that's a good question.
How do you define an alpha? And it's a man and it's a woman. Is it a leader? Is it a person who cares? Is it a person who's honest? Because your values, a lot of it goes into 2 directions. The honesty and the discipline.
Okay, the answer to the question is, I think if I answer this myself, it may be wrong.
No,
But-
from you. No, from your perspective.
If I am describing myself
As an alpha.
as a
Yeah.
Seif, I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I never give up. Discipline, hardworking. And Seif, leader, you said, I wasn't going to say this, but since you said, I don't follow crowds.
Yeah.
I don't follow
the
crowd.
crowd.
I don't follow, well,
The trend is
majority
here,
of
the
people
majority of
are
people-
crowd, and no, you either become one of the crowd or you become someone who manage the crowd.
True.
You decide what do you want to be.
True.
So, and I think that the
love
ones that are
answer.
managing that are called leaders.
Yeah. I love that.
So I like to be, because I don't follow. It's when I was younger, I was getting in trouble for being rebellion. I wasn't following the crowd.
True. I love that. I love how you put it, Sam.
You know, so and I always a few days ago I had a meeting with my staff, and maybe one day you can speak to them, and my meeting with my staff was to encourage them to be leaders, to encourage them to open their own businesses, encourage them to achieve something in life. Don't just work for me rest of your life.
True.
And most employers, what will they want? Put your head down, just work, don't do nothing, because that's what they want. They don't want people to achieve anything.
True.
And they don't want to give nothing back to you. And they no, I want you to work for me rest of your life. No, my partners are my staff, by the way. All my partners are my staff. I don't have other partners.
Start from UPS.
Oh yes, I mean one of them, and all the others are my colleagues. We work together, and then I open clinic for them. I don't take investment from outside. So I encourage these people to do businesses and do the right thing. Don't just work for me or anyone else. Don't just get up every morning, go to work, and try to pay the bills. Don't you be part of the crowd. You be part of the system.
True.
No, don't
You
do
would
that.
be mediocre.
Don't do that. Don't be part of this. Be a leader and don't follow. It's my right, maybe not your right. Your
Exactly.
right may be wrong for other people, you know.
True.
So don't just follow somebody's right.
100%.
Follow your heart, follow your brain, follow. And one final
what comes
thing,
to you.
and one final thing is, this is the most important part, maybe. We are being given messages every single day. This is what changed my life.
Yeah.
And I receive these messages. Now I am such a believer, plus I am a good reader of these messages. What is the message here? The message doesn't mean that you receive something on the book, by the way.
True.
You just observe and receive the messages.
Be open.
Yes. So, don't ignore these messages. If you have plan, yourself have the plan. I'm not against that.
True.
I don't. But you may.
But listen.
But listen, because it's not just Sam receiving these messages. Everybody receive these messages. But 99.99% of people ignore them.
Ignore it.
Don't
True.
ignore. When you hear somebody whispering, like I did, if I didn't listen this whisper,
True.
do you think I will have what I have today?
True.
Not. I heard the whisper and I immediately did something about it. I listened, I did. I didn't just, I have the message, and what? What did you do?
True.
Did you listen?
Did you act?
Did you act?
True.
Try it. And if you're watching my brother Seif's program,
Start to listen.
start to listen. And from today, if you have been ignoring it, from today, just try and see.
True.
And then message, Saif,
I listen.
I listen your
True.
program,
True.
and your life will change. And I promise you, your life will change.
I believe in that so much.
Just listen these messages, but don't just listen.
And act.
Act. If you hear a voice telling you what to do,
Make
do.
it happen.
first. And see. If it doesn't work out, okay, leave it. But you will see. It will work out for you.
Also myself, I will start to listen more. Because really, Sam, your story is so inspiring. And I believe a lot of people will start to listen. But the majority of the problems that we face these days, that either you listen, you see, or whatever, people are lazy to act. And that's why you said you need to act on what you listen. I believe a lot of people will do that. Sam, we have a section in the Alpha Talks called the Alpha Quick Fire. So I'll ask you a couple of quick questions.
Okay.
You answer me in a quick way. So how do you stay focused and motivated while managing a rapidly growing global brand?
I have big responsibilities. Now I have over 1,000 staff. It's not about Sam anymore. It's about if Sam fails,
Everybody
1,000 people
will suffer.
plus 100,000 clients claps. So that's a big responsibility.
That
I have no
motivates you.
choice but stay
Keep
motivated.
What was the biggest risk you took in expanding Este Medical globally, and how did it pay off? A risk that you took for the business.
Actually, expanding globally wasn't a risk, because once we became the best brand in Britain, expanding the global was not a
Wasn't
big
that-
risk, because we had demand from abroad. So
True.
it wasn't.
You built.
But my biggest risk was quitting a very good position, being the manager, and very good salary for me at the
True.
time, and dropping all that and moving into 2 rooms and opening your own business. That was the biggest risk
True.
in Este. Since that, alhamdulillah, it's been growing. Of course,
Oof.
risk opening in Dubai. They
True.
say 5,000, 6,000 clinics in Dubai. Is it a risk? Absolutely.
True.
If you don't take risks,
There is no rewards.
you can't even leave your home, because just in case,
A car will pass.
yeah,
True.
you must take risks,
risks.
but
Calculated.
risks, not silly risks.
True.
When I say people take risk, I'm not saying go and jump and then
overboard.
okay,
No,
you told me to
calculated
take
one.
risk. I take
True.
risk. What happened to me? No.
True. What one daily habit that contributes to your success, both as a leader and an entrepreneur?
Daily habit. I eat same food every single day.
Same food every single day.
Every single day.
Can you share what type of food? One food. What is that? That's for
Every day
years.
same food.
For years or what?
Yeah, for many years.
Actually, I will not be surprised because I'm almost the same. I'm not gonna be that surprised. True.
Same food. I get up every morning. Okay, first, now most days now I fast.
Yeah.
Morning fast for the health.
Mhm.
But when I eat smoked salmon, avocado, toast, coffee. At night, chicken breast.
Boiled.
That's it. Boiled.
Boiled. Yeah.
Grilled. I like grilled.
Grill.
food.
Yeah.
Every single day.
The same.
Same. And now and again, I love
Sashimi.
Sashimi, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
That. But if you calculate in how many foods in my menu, there is no more than 5.
True.
Total 5. So discipline.
Yeah. In making this happen. You care about your
Every
health.
single day, whatever the feeling I have, I'm tired, I'm sick. No, I do every single day same. I could be on the beach. I could be anywhere. But my staff, my colleagues, my managers never know where Sam is.
True.
Because Sam does every single day the same thing. So that's called
routine and discipline.
Routine. That's called discipline.
Consistent. What do you consider the most important trait for a business leader in the beauty and healthcare industry? What is the most important?
You know what? Most important thing now, Saif, and the most thing that missing is honesty.
Honesty. Missing
No one
word.
does miracles. A lot of people do good job. The difference between a good clinic and a bad clinic now is honest or dishonest.
True.
Because a lot of people can do injections. A lot of people can do these
Exactly.
things.
And do stuff which is not needed just to
Yes.
gain money. True.
Just
So it's honesty.
be honest.
If you could teach children one lesson, what will be this lesson?
That's the most interesting. So, I give you example of my own children. I have a son at 13-year-old and I have a daughter at 10-year-old.
MashaAllah.
Both of them started working at age of 8. My daughter is receptionist at the weekends,
Yeah.
and my son makes coffees and teas and cleaning. Up to now.
So you teach them to work.
So you know one thing with me, Saif, I never expect people or advise people something that I'm not capable of doing.
True.
If I don't do it,
I don't preach.
I
it.
don't,
True.
But I do this to my own children. So then the people who are watching it, it's up to them what they take out of it. I give you an example. My son wanted to buy a computer and it was 1,500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He saved half of the money. He has salary.
Yeah.
He comes to work and he gets paid. I don't pay him.
Mm-hmm.
Accounts. He gets salary. And this is his money.
Yeah.
I never gave him £1 pocket money up to today from 8-year-old.
Ooh.
Not £1. Yes, I pay school.
Of
I
course.
pay this,
Mhm.
but I
But
never
pocket
give him
money.
£1. Same with my daughter. I don't give them pocket money. They must earn for it. So he said to me one day, no, not to me. He said to the accounts manager, I saved £750. Is it possible I can take £750 and you can deduct this
Deduct.
from my salary?
Phew.
He was about 11-year-old.
Start to negotiate.
And then the account manager rang me. Then he's asking his salary up front. Is it possible we can give him this and deduct this? It little hurt my heart.
Of course.
And I thought, am I being too harsh? I questioned myself.
Yeah.
I said, yes. Okay, he can have it. In fact, let me call him myself. I said to him, well done, son. You did the right thing. You didn't just come and ask me
True.
for money. Proud of you. Because you did the right thing, I am gifting it to you.
Phew.
So, I teach them the same thing. I teach them the discipline.
True.
I teach them.
Work
Maybe
ethics.
they will never understand the way how I grow.
Yeah.
They won't, because time is now different. But I try my hardest to teach them. So the children, if God blessed you and you have enough money, don't spoil them. Don't just give them
True.
anything.
They will not
And
understand the
if
value.
you don't have enough money, which I grew up, and my children didn't always go to private school. They started in normal state school.
True.
But again, teach them the discipline. And discipline can make them very successful. That's what they need to learn at the young age. My son, he goes to boxing. And he was fighting. He's 13-year-old
Yeah.
now. He was fighting with 21-year-old, and 21-year-old gave him a good one on the nose, and his nose was bleeding. And his mother was very upset. I said, "That's good."
Yeah.
She said, "What do you mean that's good? His nose is bleeding." I said, "Yes, good. It needs to bleed. He needs to be strong. If I shave my hair now, I have 50 cuts on my head from the stones. Bleeding nose, it's okay.
True.
He's strong. Come on,
It's
don't
building his character.
Yes. So same with my daughter. She goes to, girly things.
Yeah.
But again, do everything in discipline.
True. I love that, Sam.
So maybe I couldn't teach children directly myself, but I can maybe advise parents
To do.
to what I do to my children. Then of course it's everybody up to do.
Whatever they want. True.
But one thing that they shouldn't,
Spoil
as parents, spoil one thing. Is another thing is, now look at the society around the world. Now young children, the 16, 17-year-old going around taking drugs,
True.
stabbing,
True.
stealing, and it's not their fault. It's the parents' fault.
Family fault.
It's the parents' fault. My parents brought up 10 children in one single room, Seif.
Yeah.
One room. We live there. When I say it's not one bedroom, one room. Kitchen, living room. Everything is in one room. But
Putting
none
the
of
values
us,
and the
none of
principles.
these 10 children today, alhamdulillah, everybody is they made my family, my parents proud. So it's not about, we don't have this, we don't have money, we don't have this, no. We didn't have money. Teach them morals, teach them the right thing, so that they don't go and they steal and do wrong things and
True.
drugs and whatever. It's the parents' responsibility.
Sam, if, let's say, somebody told you something when you were a kid, or not a kid, in your journey, that has really hurted you, and you've never forgotten it. What was
Something that, say if I hate cars. I don't like
that?
driving.
Really? Yeah.
I don't like driving. And the cars or materials has never been my
Yeah, interest.
interest. Now, people think I live in a palm in a big villa. Wallah, I live in 3-bedroom apartment. My house in UK, the same house that when I had no business. It's the same house. So material is not important for me. However, one day I am running from the school. I'm coming from school to home. And the roads are very muddy. Raining is storm. So I saw one car coming and I am really running, but every step I put, I am going in the mud. It's mud up to my knee. But I made it. I catch the car. I can see, it's coming from the side. Then I stopped. It was an old Renault, I never forget. The color was blue, but dark blue.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I said to him, "Uncle, the road goes under our house, near our house." I said, "Do you mind giving me a
ride.
A ride to lift, drop me there?" He looked at me. He said, "What? Are you crazy? Did you see yourself? Mud all over my clothes." I said, "No, go away." Then I walked another hour and a half to get to home from there. And then one day, I saw him in the village. I said to him, "Uncle, you remember me? You didn't take me in your car. One day, inshallah, I will buy one of the best cars in this world." And he laughed at me. He said, "Do you mean one of the donkeys? Is that what you call car?" God bless him. I forgive him. He died many years ago. Some years ago, I went to a car shop. I won't give the brand name. A car shop. And I ordered a car. And then when I ordered the car, I did a live Instagram. I have got some good following there. I said to the people, when you see me in this car, don't think Sam is a big man now. He has got this, nothing. I didn't buy this car because I made a promise. I didn't promise this to him. because he passed away.
Yeah, promise to myself.
I promised this to myself. Although he passed away, I need to keep this promise. Now, this is the car I am buying. And so if you see me,
I'm
don't
not
think
showing off.
off.
It's a promise.
And then, when I finished the live, my best friend rang me. He said, I thought I knew everything about you. I said, you do, but not this, because I kept this until I make it happen. Now it's happened, now you know about it.
How long did it
And
take
3 months
you?
after, 3 months after, the car dealer rang me. He said, do you want to sell your car? Somebody wants to buy it. I said,
buy it.
yeah. Come on, you can take it. I achieved. Done.
How long
And
did
then-
it take you, Sam, from that time? And it stuck to your mind. That's years.
Yes.
You understand?
I
That's
was
years.
maybe 10 years, 11 years old, safe.
So it took you almost like 20 plus
25,
years?
30
Yeah,
years.
Kept in your head,
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to deliver on the promise that I said to myself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then people ask me, okay, what is your dream? I was asked this question day before yesterday.
Yeah.
What is your dream? And I thought, what is my dream? I have no dream. The life
True.
I have now,
Is
I
my
couldn't
dream.
even dream. What else do I want? What dream? Don't be so greedy.
True.
It's more than dream to me.
Sam, during your journey, what was the best alpha advice you've ever received? Somebody gave you an advice, lift everything for you. Because what I totally believe and understand, that when somebody tells you something and you know it will make something towards your
Yes.
goals, you 100% implement it.
Yes, I am gonna say that. Now, when I just opened my company, not a couple of offices, let's not call a
Yeah.
company. When I opened, a gentleman that I know from my previous work. My previous company, I will never speak bad about, but they were working not exactly the morals. So that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
actually pushed me. Okay, let's get out of
True.
this anyway. And he was a client there. He came to congratulate me. I was by the door, and he's a pharmacist, this gentleman. He said to me, Sam, it is not my place to give you advice. But if I may give you a little advice, like a brother, he was older than me. He said, you know the company you used to work for? I said, yes. He said, do opposite of everything they do. Because I know everything they do.
Yeah.
He said, you will do well, Sam. Do opposite of how they treat people, what they approach, do opposite. Then I listened to him. Every way that about the payments, about approaching customer service, I did opposite. And that's
Mashallah.
completely worked out. That was one of the best advice in my
ever
life.
took.
Small, things are small,
True.
but priceless, safe.
True. Sam, what will be like a message to close the episode with, though we can sit and talk, I think 2-3 hours more, but to make it a bite for the people to watch. And we're gonna have another episode, because I think to dig deep into Sam is gonna take me long. But what will be the final message you want to leave the audience with today?
Safety, I think, mashallah, first of all, you're doing incredible job.
Appreciate it, brother.
So proud of you. Many people watch your programs, and I'm sure that the people that you invite here, you wouldn't just invite anyone, you choose people very, very carefully. And I'm really honored
It's my
to be
honor.
part of your program and your guest here. So I'm sure millions of people watch you around the world. My one little advice to people, wherever you are, you may be in a village in Egypt, you may be in the village of Pakistan
Yeah.
or Turkey, or You may be living in a palace in
Monaco.
London, New York,
Yeah.
or Moscow, wherever you are. You lived in Moscow too.
Yeah.
So, your position is temporary. We said palace.
True.
How many people have you come across that they were millionaires and billionaires, and now
Ooh. Correct.
they are on the bottom? And how many people have you met?
But
They were nothing and they became.
true.
So your position is temporary. If you are there or if you are here, it can change. So I never been up there, so I'm not gonna give advice on that. But mine is, if you are there, don't think you will stay there. The only reason that you will be there, if you decide to stay there. If you decide to stay, you will be there until your last day of the life. But if you say, no, I'm watching Sam and Seif today, and maybe today is the day I'm gonna change my life. And starting from today, getting up, listening the messages, being positive,
True.
and something, it may not happen immediately. We said earlier, I said 14 years, I started working in one clinic 14 years only. And I started this position from call center. Then I make my way up. I didn't just rush, yes.
True.
Now I've been here 5 years, I'm ready. No. I've been here 10 years, I'm ready. No. I was there 14 years. I think after 14 years, you
Yeah,
either
true.
retire there or you do
True.
something yourself.
You're
It was
correct.
time. So, don't rush. Don't think it's going to change in 1 day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years. But work on this every single day. And watch. Out of these millions of people, Seif, that watching this program, if we can change only one person's life,
True.
just one person only, even that is honor for us.
True.
We've been talking here for
Exactly.
an hour, hour and a half now, 2 hours. If we can reach one person and who listen and who understand us, even one, inshallah more,
Inshallah. That's
Inshallah
a
more.
That's a fulfillment to
Yes.
a great level.
but if we can reach one person at least and change that person's life, and that person will change another person's life, that's how it grows. That's how it's like domino.
Exactly.
So that's my advice. If you're on the bottom, don't think that you will stay there.
It's your choice. if
Don't.
you stay.
It's your choice if you. And one other thing. I never feel sorry for people who work very hard. When I
Yeah.
see people, it's 45 degrees, 50 degrees, they working. I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
I never feel sorry.
True.
Do you know who I feel sorry for?
True.
The people who have no reason to get up in the morning, who have no reason to go nowhere, who have no reason to go to sleep. I feel sorry for those wasted people, not those people are working hard and looking after their families. I still work 7 days up to now. Do I feel sorry for
Yeah.
myself? Not.
Proud.
I'm proud.
True.
People think, oh, maybe you do this for money. You love. No, if I was doing this for money, I would have retired
True.
and
Thank
enjoy.
you very much. True.
That's my final advice.
I love it, Sam.
Thank you so
we
much.
still
for
have a section, the
Ah,
last section.
okay.
We have a section called the Alpha Talks Memoir. This Alpha Talks Memoir is, once we finish the recording, you will write your experience in the show, but also you will write a question to the next Alpha guest, which means you will answer a question from the previous Alpha guest.
That's
you
great.
don't know who's he or she, but it's a way of connecting the Alpha guests together.
Super.
So are you ready?
I'm ready. I love your show.
It's really an honor. This question is, I would say, Sam, I'll tell you who's the person that wrote this question right after. Not because I should say it, it's because the value that person puts in it to be able to write it. So, what's one thing you don't want people to know about you that would benefit the audience? What's one thing you don't want people to know about you that would benefit the audience?
So basically, the question is this. Cleverly said, tell us something that people don't know about you.
Exactly. In a way.
That's a very good way of asking the question. Well done to this person. Now, something that people don't know about me and will benefit audience.
Oh my God. I see something in his eyes.
Now, you know, when you were opening the page, I am now opening pages in my head. See, what? I mean, there are, of course, many things that people don't know, but I am trying to find something that will benefit
True.
people. I try to say everything that actually will benefit people, but what else could it be that people don't know and but benefits? My God.
You know, because I believe that's I'm not gonna say a hard question, because you talked majority of the stories that benefits them. You need to give me one promise.
Mm-hmm.
You will be thinking about it until we finish and edit the episode, and if you remembered it, you will record it as a video and send it to me. I will attach it to the episode.
I will do that because, like I said, this person who asked this question is super intelligent. The way this person asked the question, like, wow, and really got me thinking.
That nobody
but I
knows.
really am trying to think that at the same time it must benefit the audience.
True.
Not that a secret.
Exactly,
This person not asking me to tell us a secret.
A secret.
Not.
I love dogs. Yeah. True.
But what it will benefit, this I really have to think.
But promise.
Something I promise. I promise. I will record this and I will send it to you.
Sam, it's been a pleasure and an honor. And I have to tell one thing, since we're recording and it's going to go on the platforms. This is one of the very few, I would say very, very few episodes that I will watch myself.
Wow.
It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. You're the real, I would say, I don't want to say the real man, real human with real stories, with real wisdom that I'm positive all our viewers and listeners will gain a lot of knowledge. But the main thing is I would love that people watching us to take action on everything that you've said. Because everything that you've said, you've tried, it got results, and it's human things. So I'd appreciate every alpha watching us. You listen to this episode a couple of times, not only one, and take actions, and you will see your life really change. Sam, it's been an honor and a pleasure.
Another thing is, Seif, that I don't know how long we've been talking.
Yeah.
We never prepared this.
Absolutely no preparation.
No questions were discussed.
True. Absolutely.
At
raw.
all.
Absolute raw. Do you remember when we went?
Plus, we never cut.
Absolutely.
We never stopped.
Zero.
We never said, okay, let's cut this and
repeat. No.
It's natural. Alhamdulillah.
Brother, it's been really an honor. And again,
it's my honor.
I'm sure we're going to do another episode.
Look forward.
Because I believe people need to. We live in a society. I'm not talking about Dubai. I mean society. I mean the world now.
Of course.
That a lot of people taking advices and wisdom. I don't want to say from fake journeys, but fake journeys.
Yes.
Your journey is authentic. You're an honest person saying everything as it is. There is no cherry on the top. So I'm looking forward for the next one.
Inshallah.
And people, alphas, watch this 2-3 times and take action on it. Sam, it's a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you so much.
And
it's my
looking
honor.
forward to get this live as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That wraps another inspiring episode of today's show. I hope that this episode has ignited your inner alpha and left you feeling inspired, motivated, and ready to conquer any challenge that comes your way. Remember, alphas aren't born, they're made. It isn't about dominating others, it's about embracing your authenticity, leading with integrity, and making a positive impact on the world. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to the Alpha Talks on your favorite podcast platform. Leave us a review and share the podcast with your fellow alphas. Also connect with us on social media at Seif El Hakim. Share your thoughts, insight, and stories of personal and business growth with us. Let's create a movement of alphas supporting one another. The world needs more alphas like you exactly. Until next time, stay bold, stay driven, and stay alpha.